Sidebar. There's no fucking sugar added to... Welcome back to Rewind with bschwitty, because if it weren't for my horse, I wouldn't have spent that year in college. Today, we're going to be talking about something on Wind Down Wednesday that has been bothering me for the last 6 months or so. I keep seeing ads for this FitVine wine on Instagram, and it's just utter marketing bullshit. And now Weight Watchers is coming out with their own version of a healthy wine called Cense. And that was just reported on in USA Today last week. All right, so you and me are going to have a little chat. Are you ready? Do you have your glass of wine? Because I'm going to lay it on you like I did it with the millennials. Hey, fitness people out there. I'm talking to you. Yeah, fitness people. The people that are like, oh, hey, I gotta watch my carbs, but I drink wine, but it's not healthy enough, even though it's like the lowest amount of calories that I can consume when drinking alcohol. Just wait right here. Everyone else, please enjoy. No, just the honest stupidity of this stuff. Oh, hey, we have sulfites under 35 parts per million. So does everyone else. Oh, hey, our 5-ounce glass is only 120 calories. I'm pretty sure that's what the average glass of wine is. I'm pretty sure that's what the average red wine glass is on Google. If you just type in how many calories are in a glass of red wine. Hello, Cameron 3. It's been a while. Not really, since I did this like 2-3 weeks ago now. But here's what's important. I pulled up Wine Folly. These are how many calories are in red wine. And usually dry wine is what you want to look at, because that's what you should be drinking. Sweet wine, if you're trying to cut your calories and you're drinking sweet wine, that's sugar, and sugar adds up. And you may have saw last week, I downed all of those pies, man. I downed all of those pies. No, but you know what I'm saying. The sweeter the wine, the more calories it's going to have. But look at it. It's if the alcohol is somewhere around 14%, see that yellow spot? That is kind of the sweet spot for alcohols. That's what you're going to get for calories from a 5-ounce glass of red wine. Now, since it's the new one, Cense, let's go to Cense. This is their Weight Watchers wine. It's a Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough in New Zealand. And they have all this great, 3 smart points, and it's only 85 calories or 3 smart points per 5-ounce glass. Also, which one of you out there does a 5-ounce glass? Yeah. Pretty sure this isn't even 5 ounces. But that's my point. And I get it. If you're watching your weight, if you're counting your points, etc., you're going to be you're going to be on it. You're going to make sure, I get this exact right amount, and these are my macros, or these are my smart points, or these are my Weight Watchers points, what have you. But seriously, 85 calories for a wine, and let's take a look at exactly what this wine is. Tech specs. That's the important stuff. Cense is a Sauvignon Blanc, which enjoy the cat pee. It's totally endorsed by Weight Watchers. It's only 85 calories or 3 smart points. Its technical specifications, it's 100% Sauvignon Blanc. It's from Marlborough. The alcohol is 9.6%. Calories per fluid ounce glass is 85, and there's no added sugar. Sidebar. There's no fucking sugar added to... In America, it is illegal to add sugar to wine. Probably because we already have high alcohols. It's a process called chaptalization. It's done in cooler climates, which, to be fair, New Zealand probably has some regions that are a little cold. I'm pretty sure. And they bring in sugar by the truckloads to boost that alcohol up. But if this is only 9.6% alcohol, that's on the lower end spectrum. That's almost not even drinking wine. Just don't be duped by the media. Back over to camera 3. No added sugar, which is something you should probably say for where it's coming from. That's still. Let's check back over at our Wine Folly page. 9% alcohol, and this is for dry red wines. 72 on the lower end, 81 on the higher end. That still means that we are a little bit high for being somewhere between 9 and 10 ABV. What else are they adding? I know it's not sugar. Could it be Splenda? No, it's not. Now, that's fine. Weight Watchers, they're going to make you drink cat pee. 5 by 5. If you want to drink cat pee, drink cat pee. That's what Sauvignon Blanc smells like. It's just... But the real deceptive ads, the ones that just... they're the ones from FitVine. And they're clogging my Twitter feed. They're clogging my Insta feed. By the way, bschwitty on both of those. At bschwitty. Send me a message. Say hi. If you're from FitVine, go fuck yourself. FitVine. How did FitVine come about? Well, they were born... You know what? I'm not going to read it. Just go fuck yourself. Our fermentation process. To create wines that are clean tasting and rich in flavor and mouthfeel, our wines go through malolactic fermentation. All wines! All red wines should go through 100% malolactic fermentation before bottling. That gives it a full, rich mouthfeel. Although, if you have a white wine, like, I don't know, anything other than Chardonnay, you're going to get fat, flabby, disgusting whites. We ferment to dry, lowering sugar level. Now I get it. FitVine. FitVine is made for the people that are buying things like Barefoot and Franzia and things that have a high sugar content because they're sweeter wines, and it's a market of people that aren't really... They like wine, but they haven't really broached past that initial step of sweet wines. And I get it. That's who you're targeting. You're blatantly doing that with your deceptive marketing tactics. In doing this, our wines average less than 1.2 grams of sugar per liter, or about 0.2 grams per 5-ounce glass. And obviously this is going to give you a lower sugar and less calories. The Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Pinot Grigio. By the way, if you have, other than the Chardonnay, those two other grapes varietals are going to be pretty awful if they're through 100% malolactic fermentation. but that's just my opinion. Average approximately 90 calories and 3 grams of carbohydrates at 13.4% alcohol. And that, again, is right at where it should be in the grand scheme of things. The Cabernet and Pinot Noir average approximately 95 calories and 3.4 grams of carbohydrates at 13.9% alcohol. 95, not too far off from this zone right here. Tell me, 5 calories plus or minus 10 calories, is that a big difference in the grand scheme of things during your 2,000 average day? I know you're trying to do a calorie deficit and still drink wine. By the way, having your cake and eating it too, fun, but not helpful if you're trying to stay fit. Proof. And these are averages. They're not actual numbers for each year. Not only does our proprietary process allow us to extract more color and tannin, we also filter all of our wines with diatomaceous earth and micron pads. Hey, assholes. Okay, for those watching at home that aren't really up on the terminology, diatomaceous earth filtration you use for large batches of wine, which clearly FitVine is making. Micron pads are kind of more for smaller production, which we use over at Midnight, but also they do have large micron pad plate frame style filters. My point is they're double filtering to take all of the crap out, which will leave, I don't know. Everyone filters unless they're trying to be granola-y, which is a thing. There's a lot of winemakers that don't filter. They'll put unfiltered on the label, but to tout that you do filter and not just filter, you double filter, that's like, why? Our wines contain sulfites at less than 35 parts per million. In other marketing examples that they have, it'll say we have less sulfites than other wines, which I'm glad they put an actual number on it, less than 35 parts per million. Less than 35 parts per million means that you leave your wine open to crap. But since they double filter, they probably can afford to have a lower ppm of free sulfur dioxide in their wine. So it's like saying, hey, we're super careful to make sure there's no crap in our wines so we can have lower sulfites. Oh, by the way, we have less than the standard amount of sulfites in our wines because, well, we double filter. And again, this is stuff that the public doesn't know. Don't get caught up in marketing. That's all I'm trying to say. All they do is make wine. This is literally just how you make wine. They do a little extra filtering. Everyone does the process differently. What I've been taught over the years now is that everyone makes wine differently, but everyone makes wine in the end. There's tons of different ways to get to the end point, and they're still doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, just not all of the same thing. Do you get me? Like, most of the stuff that they describe in their fermentation process and their bottling process and everything else, most people do. There's no one big thing that will drop their calories. And as we saw, it's not that much less calories than an average glass of wine would be. And this is how they get you. And this is how they get you. We are very picky when selecting grapes. We choose only the highest quality grapes from small farmers who focus on quality, not quantity. You're going to get better wine if you don't overcrop. Our story doesn't include fancy chateaus or barrels hewed from the limbs of majestic oaks. What they've just said there is they ferment in giant fucking tanks and maybe throw in some tannin. Maybe not. We're okay with that, and we think you will be too. That's why we've made FitVine simply great tasting with 95 or less calories and 0.2 grams of sugar per 5-ounce glass. It's not different than any other fucking wine. It's what they've done is they've just, hey, we're making wine in big batches in stainless steel. If you're trying to be more conscious about what you're putting into your body and looking for a wine that champions the way you want to live your life, drink FitVine. Or just drink wine. Just drink a 5-ounce glass of something that tastes good to you. And if FitVine tastes good to you, then go fuck yourself. I mean, good for you. We're going to have it on for a wine product review next year when I can find some. But for now, just there's literally no difference. There's no difference. Don't buy into their marketing ploys. Just don't be a fucking sheep, okay? What does this all mean? It means we take the extra time and effort to create wines that are not only clean tasting, but also have the flavor, mouthfeel, and alcohol you come to expect from a great wine. As you can see, we have received high marks from our customers and reviewers who are thrilled to have discovered FitVine wine. Just don't be susceptible to that. Just don't be susceptible to this crap, man. Just don't. Okay? It's not any different than any other wine. Their process is bullshit. They're going to give you stainless steel, hollow tasting wines, probably turned around within less than a year. And it's just, if by some magic, most likely low sugars to begin with, they've I don't appreciate it when people are out there trying to mess with you at home. People that don't like live in the winemaking process. You don't have time for that. I inherently trust the people that are trying to sell me stuff, even though I know I should be discerning. But just to see them so egregiously and so unabashedly try to sell you swill that's no different than any other wine out there for the same price point and calorie range. It's disheartening that there can be people out there in the world that think, hey, I'm going to steal this market and I'm going to come in and just be like, oh, hey, our wines are healthy and they're organic and they're gluten-free and they're all of these things that it is already that it inherently is, but then they're going to just tout it because they think that you are stupid enough to fall for that. So let's reel it back in. I know I dropped a lot of F-bombs. This is probably super fucking long. There's another one. I just want to thank you for hearing me out. I hope you've learned something from this. Don't trust the advertising from Cense or from FitVine. Enjoy the wine that you're going to have. Don't just drink it because you're like, oh, hey, I can have my cake and eat it too. You can have your cake and eat it too while having good wine. You're not having your cake and eating it too if you're drinking FitVine or Cense. Like I said, next year we'll find some bottles and we'll do some blind tastings. I'll bring Hal in because he's also really on my side on this subject, and we'll just kind of taste some wines and see how they compare. I'll run some SO2 tests on this FitVine stuff. I need a drink. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Have you ever tried FitVine or Cense? Is it actually drinkable? Is it something that you think you'd want to drink if you were trying to stay fit? I'm trying to stay fit. It's going to be the new year soon. I'm trying to lose some more weight. We'll see what happens. Just comment, share, like, subscribe. Remember, Trey, I appreciate it if you try to get me to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. We'll see what happens. Join us Friday for Vino Diva Wine Straw Aerator product review for our 5 days of Christmas product reviews leading up to Christmas. I'm rambling. My name is bschwitty. I'll catch you next time.